A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium and Athens. This matchup today is part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Volunteers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Handoff for Frazier. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, here's Frazier. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Caught, and he's got room. Smashes him with the stiff arm. The 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Bishop. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Bootleg and rolling out. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. His job chasing by the defense.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Here's a little room there. He's at the 40. Past the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quickly to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
I know he's got the height and weight at the tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
To the air, it's Stockton. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turns it on at midfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Here's a give to Frazier. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Dogs are in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. That's why he's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia.
This offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Was to pass. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and they now lead by 8. They march 79 yards on the drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. this drive will come from their own 17. The run inside. It's Bishop. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Pulls it in. It's Matthews. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Right back to it. Delivers the stiff arm. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running inside, it's Bishop. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Pulls and fires complete. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Georgia going up tempo.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get...
Makes a grab and room to run. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The quick out. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion. And it's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. On the ground with the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not. The offense get it back. It's a turnover. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these 3rd and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those 3rd and longs.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Quick toss to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that nagging thing.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Dogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it on the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on first down. Smith with the grab over the middle. He's loose down the middle. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown ball. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
It's caught. The two-pointer is good, and now we have a one-possession game. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Right back to the well. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally.
Gonna take a shot. Upstairs, he's got it. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. There's some room. Touchdown, Tennessee! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. There he goes! Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The last 2 plays have not gone as scripted. It's 3rd and 19. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
It's a way and a beauty headed toward the sideline. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Turning it on. Bust through behind his pad. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
On the run, it's Bishop. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Volunteers! That one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Send the tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He's got his man across the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Frazier. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Catch and stride inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for space, it's Bishop. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day, but finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Might have a chance. Got enough for the first. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. And he scores! Touchdown Vols!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Stockton. A strike downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Dogs right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Here's a give to Frazier. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Frazier again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense has it. They're on the move. He stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. So here is the Tennessee offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They give it to him again. Finding some room. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Hands it off on the counter. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football, I got the lead, the clock is my friend, and now I cough it up. Offense have to understand the situation, have to understand I got to get to the ground. I can make sure I don't fight for extra yards, I make sure I don't fumble, costly fumble.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Complete to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Frazier again. Could be an outing. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Going to the run, it's Frazier. Bulldozes his way through. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Nate Frazier. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs.
And he's in! Touchdown, Bulldog!
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. That drive covered 55 yards for the score, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Using his legs, it's Bishop.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Keep it on the ground. Maybe some room here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The receiver on the jet sweep. Defense sniffed that one out immediately, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. He's open on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Vols go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Oh, they're after him. And they got it. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable pack.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Pressure coming. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. And he's going to have to reach to the bottom of his toenails and muster every ounce of kicking force he's got to try to win the game. And the try is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Open on the right side, that's Smith. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Vols moving quickly to the line. On the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On the move. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And they tacked on the extra point. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Under fire. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Got his man. Touchdown, Bulldog! They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a 2-point conversion. From the gun. They got it. The 2-point conversion, and it's a game winner. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.